A check for your soul. The cancer of the welfare state. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, do you want me to tell you why so many people are on welfare and why 80% of Australian taxpayers' money goes on welfare? It's because the government needs it. The government needs it so all the government cronies, the thousands and thousands of public servants in the government sector, all the bureaucrats can keep their jobs and also can keep in control of millions and millions of people so that they think that there's nowhere out of the poverty cycle so that they continually get their vote. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about keeping the overall tyrannical government system and government structure alive. Because if you realise that government tyranny is the reason you're stuck on welfare, there's a way out of your current economic station in life. You're going to grow, aren't you? You're going to become more confident. You're going to start up your own business or your own ventures, and you become less and less reliant on the government. And if enough people wake up and get out of their welfare poverty cycle, then thousands and thousands of public servants and government employees and bureaucrats lose their jobs and the system collapses and individual liberty and enterprise prevails. And the global elite can't allow that because then their whole tyrannical New World Order system collapses. So they must have a permanent underclass to keep this system afloat. And the way they keep this system afloat is perpetuating the false myth that the rich are the ones keeping the poor down and suffocating poor people, which is a total and complete hoax. Because you've seen in recent times with Donald Trump doing basically one thing, reducing corporate taxes to 15%, I believe it was. He wanted 10, but it ended up 15. You've seen millions of people gain employment. You've seen record employment for women, record employment for blacks, record employment for Hispanics. Of course, record economic highs in the stock market. Everyone seems better off. Consumer confidence is at 20-year record highs. The Democrats, how the left wing parties respond to that? Oh, increase taxes by 70%. Universal income for all. Guess what? To make it so that everyone is on welfare except for the cronies that are controlling everyone above, just like communism. And if everyone's on welfare, then everyone has to live off the government, and they're begging for rations, aren't they? That's what they want. They really hate people. They find people disgusting and abhorrent. They're evil, and they want to keep them down. They want them living and sucking off the government's blood, and really their will and their ambition destroyed, and it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. First woke up to this several years ago now when the Kevin Rudd left wing Labor government during the GFC, and I actually benefited out of this, but I didn't like the policy because I don't vote for myself, I vote for the country. Disability pension has got a one off payment of $1,400, and other people under a certain income, I don't know what it was, it might have been 75, it might have been $50,000, got $900. Right? And I remember saying to my carer in the morning, can't walk, I have carers get me up in the morning and put me to bed. I remember saying to my carer in the morning, this is to perpetuate the poverty cycle. And I bet the people that have got the poverty cycle attitude and the poor person's attitude. I said to my carer, I bet that TAB revenues, TAB is in Australia is where you go to put bets on. I said, I bet gambling revenues and slot machine revenues go up 50% in the 2 weeks that those checks are handed out. And it did. It was basically a wasted policy. It was a disgusting policy. What would have been better off for the economy, instead of handing out everybody $1,400 and $900 checks, it would have been better if you gave every single business tax relief. It would have given a real jolt to the economy, and it would have kept struggling businesses who were struggling with turnover and paying their employees. It would have kept them afloat for a certain period until they were able to get things under control. Instead of that, just give everyone free money that we all know that they're going to, let's face it, flush down the toilet anyway, in which they did. We should be helping businesses and helping corporations so they can employ more people instead of demonising them and calling them evil. Because in reality, it's the government that's evil and the tyrannical globalist system that is evil. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.